Revenue-based crypto tokens are surging. The revenue is then used to buy back the own token. And ultimately, the buyback is used to burn the token, which reduces the token supply and creates price increases. So revenue, buyback and burns is the new crypto flywheel. Today we'll be talking about what each term means, how the loop creates real value, and the handful of tokens that are actually doing the heavy lifting right now. Quick, clear and trade ready. Welcome to Sector Watch only on 3.0 TV. So what is a revenue-based token? So revenue is simple, it's real money, a protocol that earns money from probably trading fees, launchpad fees, lending spreads. What are buybacks? So whatever fees or whatever the revenue, so fees becomes revenue and then they go into buyback. So the protocol uses revenue to repurchase its own token from the open market. That adds a constant buy pressure on the token. And then burning. So that is permanently removing the tokens from the circulating supply so that they can never return into the market ever again. And that creates a mathematical scarcity because you're reducing the number of tokens that exist in the market. Why does this matter? What's the flywheel like? So it's like more product usage gives more revenue. Revenue funds the buyback. Buybacks and burns shrink the token supply, which gives us higher scarcity. Then higher token value draws liquidity and users, which gives us more usage at the end because more people are buying the token. That gives us more users. More users gives you more revenue. So it's an entire flywheel that's there. In a short, summed up version, it's usage, which gives us cash, which gives us buyback, which gives us scarcity, which gives us value. So that loop separates token with real economic alignment from pure narrative tokens. So what are top coins to watch in this sector? So we'll be talking about year-to-date spend, totally purchased in 2025, and monthly figures, and how the buybacks are. Number one token on the list is Hyperliquid. It's one of the best revenue generating protocol and it's supposed to generate 90% of revenue in crypto. In year to date, it's spent around $645 million in buybacks. It has repurchased 21.36 million worth of Hyperliquid tokens. That's 2.1% of the supply year to date. And monthly average, if we look at it, $65.5 million. So essentially $7.4 million worth of Hyperliquid has been bought back from the token, or annually we are looking at $786 million. So next token we've got is Pump.fun. So the year-to-date spend sits at $138 million. The supply repurchase sits at 3 to 4%. Overall, the supply repurchase sits at 11% is what they've bought back out of the total supply. The monthly average is at 40 million, which annualized gives us around $500 million. But the market cap is much smaller compared to that of Hyperliquid. So you can expect a 21% of market cap that could go in annual buybacks. We've got LayerZero. So LayerZero did a one-time repurchase. It's got essentially a buyback and revenue engine. They purchased $150 million and that was 5% of the supply. It was a one large discretionary buyback. 5% is also used for a one-time buyback. Then we've got Raydium. That's Ray, the token Ray. The year-to-date spend sits at $100 million. It's an automated buyback and burn. Portion of the fees goes into the buyback. Monthly sits at $10 million. Annualized sits at $120 million. And if you look at the annualized spend, it's around 28.8% of the market cap. That's a big deflationary impact relative to size. Programmatic since 2022, one of the cleanest automated burn models. Sky Protocol is next. That's a year-to-date spend of 78.8 million. Shares repurchased is around 5.3% year-to-date. Monthly sits at $8.1 million and annualized that's 7.5% of the market cap. Next token is Jupiter. It sits at the year-to-date spend sits at $57.9 million. Monthly it's 6.3 million and annualized at 75.6 million or 7% of the market cap. The DAO voted to burn repurchase Jupiter. Execution is completed. Next we've got Ethena. So that's the token Ethena. Year-to-date spend sits at $40.7 million. Shares repurchased are around 0.55%. Aave is also there, which has an annualized 1% of the market cap that they've repurchased. Monthly it's got $2.4 million worth in buybacks. So the next token is GMX. They've purchased 23.8% of their token in buybacks, and GMX, what it does is it does not burn the token. Whatever buybacks happens in GMX is instead distributed to stakers of GMX tokens. Then we've got Metaplex. That's one more very good project in the spotlight. So it's got $13.78 million and it has repurchased 6.47% of the supply. Annualized around $19.2 million or 27.4% of the market cap that it could buy back. So it gives a visibly supply reduction at a small market cap. So that's quite huge for it. Other notable tokens with buybacks, we've got 3 DEXs on each chain. So number 1 is Ethereum, or the biggest DEX, which is Uniswap. Uniswap has activated their fee switch with 2.5% fee switch that would be going to buyback. And then we've got Aerodrome, which recently last night announced their partnership with Velodrome, and they've now merged into a single project, and they are the base chain's biggest decentralized exchange, so they are also doing buybacks. And then we've got Binance Smart Chain's top DEX, which is PancakeSwap, also doing buybacks. So we can see the narrative is the entire flywheel, which is now buybacks, revenue, and burns. So what's the entire verdict? So buybacks and burns are the clearest on-chain alignment between product performance and token value, but size and sustainability matter. Watch Hyperliquid and Pump.fun for headline alpha. Watch Raydium, MPLX for high impact scarcity in smaller caps. Trade with tight risk controls and size positions into the buyback quality. That's a smart way into this narrative. It's one of the trending narratives in the sector, and I think real revenue is where the real demand for the token lies. So that's it for this week's Sector Watch. Thank you for watching Jito TV. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to be updated with the latest news and developments happening in the Web3 space. I'll see you guys again on next Friday. Happy weekend and goodbye for now.